Good morning, children. How are you all? This is the class after our summer break, na? I think you all enjoyed your break by doing your project works and by spending some beautiful time with your family members and all those things, na? So today we are going to start about a new chapter which already you have learned in your 6th standard. It's nothing but data handling. What it is? Data handling. Children, before going to start this chapter, I would like to recall our previous concepts, previous knowledge. Actually, what is data? What is data? For example, you all have written one exam, PT1 examination in mathematics. Okay. In that, I think your friends, nearly 38 students are in this class. That 38 students will get some marks, na? For example, your class teacher will write all the marks in one paper. It will show to your principal sir. Does principal sir can immediately know who is the first ranker and who is the last ranker? It might take some little bit time. The same data, if madam arranges in particular the systematic way, for example, this is the highest marks, this is the lowest marks, and these are the between above 18 marks, this is above 17. The data, if given to the principal, then principal can immediately know that, yeah, this is the first ranked highest mark scorer and he is the least scorer. These many students fails and everything. For this, I want to show some data. See here. See, if you observe this table, is it clear? I think you people are seeing some tables here which are given. Just observe clearly. Here, for temperatures of cities as on 26/2006, something Football World Cup 2006, and here marks of the 5 students in Hindi test of 10 marks are like this: 4, 5, 8, 6, 7. Is it clear, children? So I think you might have observed these tables. What are these tables? And why we have given these tables in the data? Is nothing but this collection of numbers. This collection of numbers is called data. Okay. The data, same thing we can represent in some tabular forms or some graphical form or something, some pictures. These are all comes under the organization of data. So let me give first of all definition of the data. What is data? The collection of information, by a person or by an organization. Organization is called data. Basically, see, the collection of information by a person or by an organization is called data. Is it clear? For example, your class teacher is collecting marks from you all. That collection of information about your marks comes under data. Okay. In that, second thing is raw data. What it is, Nana? Raw data. The primary information, basically, which was collected by a person is called raw data. Means at the beginning stage, the person or organization will collect na? that initial information or the primary information, the primary information which was collected initially is called raw data. Clear, children? Now let me give some examples. For example, I want to give you some examples. For example, 10 students, just consider 10 students. They have participated in cricket match with opponent team. They made some runs. First batsman have scored scores of 10 batsmen. 20, 15, 9, 30, 99, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 58 and 78. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let us give. And here 50. Is it clear, children? First batsman scored 50 runs, 30 runs, 20 runs. This is the test match. What are it? Okay, is it clear? For example, suddenly your friend asks, who is the highest scorer? Then what you need to do? You have to observe this data. So whenever this is a small data, at a glance, by seeing at a glance, we can say that, yeah, who is the highest scorer here? Yes, 99. The batsman who did 99 runs here. So he comes under the highest scorer. And immediately another one can give, sir, this man, somebody duck out because he did not run, he did not score any runs. So he comes under the least scorer. How can you say that this is? How can you say that? Because here participants are limited. Here only 10 students are participating here. They did batting, and by 10 students we can observe easily. The same sense. For example, if I write here, challenge. I will give it a 1 minute time. Just write it, all of you. Write it. Okay. See this definition, and example. Write it. Well, I'll give you 1 minute time. In the meanwhile, you can write it. Okay, children, completed na? Okay, now see, I'll write some figures here. For example, 10, 9, 8, 6, 9, 0, 5, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 5. For example, 6 and 7, 9. For like this, too many. For example, 9, 8. For example, if I given like this, if I ask one question here, if I ask one question here, how many number of students made got 5 marks. Means you have to see this data now. Means you have to collect, you have to count how many numbers of 5 numbers are given. So it will take some time because this is larger data and this is smaller data. This is larger data and this is smaller data. Is it clear? So this is whenever the data, data is larger, it can take some time. So for that you need to segregate, you need to classify the data. The classification of data comes under the organization of data. Is it clear, children? So let me recall first of all one thing. First one is data. What is data? The collection of information by a person or by an organization is called data. And the raw data, the data which was collected initially is called raw data. It can be given in the forms of numericals. And for example, whenever the data is given huge data, large data, for that you should make some alternate arrangements to get quick information from the data. Making necessary actions comes under the organization of data. Is it clear, children? Okay, shall I arrange this? Very good. Before going to discuss about organization of data, organization of data, first thing you must know a word. What it is? Range. What it is? Range. You must know the definition of range. Okay. What is range? The difference between highest value of a data and least value of a data. The difference between the highest value of data and the least